Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
And we're following breaking news of this presidential visit to Michigan. President Biden has just arrived. This is video of him walking down the steps in front of Air Force One, landing at Metro Airport. Not too long ago, the president is going to be touring the Ford Rouge Electric Vehicle Center in Dearborn. And he's here in Michigan ahead of the automaker's unveiling of the all-electric F-150 Lightning. The president's visit tops our news here at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evrod Cassimy. He is making a push for a $174 billion government boost for electric vehicles and charging stations. The F-150 is the best-selling car here in the U.S., and the EV's success is crucial to U.S. efforts to shift the vehicle fleet to a more sustainable model. Here's Rob Maloney with more.
Well, good afternoon. We are here in Dearborn at the Ford Rouge Plant Tour Center. In fact, this is the apple orchard that surrounds it, part of the green building program that they have out here at the Dearborn truck plant. Now, President Biden is due here any minute. He's going to be speaking this afternoon on a number of different issues. The first one, of course, is going to be electric vehicles. That is the heart and soul of his whole American jobs plan. He wants to see manufacturing changed in the United States. One of the concerns, and we are at a very interesting moment right now because of the chip shortage. Regular vehicles can't be produced, and yet they're trying to roll out an electric F-150. They're going to have the big announcement on that here in Dearborn tomorrow. But the president has his American jobs plan, and he wants to go to work on infrastructure. And so Gina McCarthy, his head of the climate issues, and she's the climate advisor for the White House, spoke with me yesterday about what the president's going to be talking about. And what she said is that the president wants to build a new, different future, using union workers, by the way, but many of the jobs that appear now are likely to be changed in the new economy. And this is what she had to say about what the president's going to be talking about today.
And we're doing that with union workers, and we're doing that with steel that's manufactured in the United States of America. We're doing that with batteries that are manufactured in the United States of America. And we're going to be able to compete with other countries like China, who is right now building more and more electric vehicles. And we do not want to be basically losing the market and continuing to do that, losing the market to China.
And of course, there are many other issues at play here. There are going to be demonstrations around Metro Detroit based on the situation in the Middle East. Now, we're uncertain whether the president's going to address that here or whether he might say something to reporters about it later. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And of course, we'll have full coverage of what the president has to say and what they're saying at these protests coming up on Local 4 News at 4, 5, and 6. Reporting from Dearborn, Rod Maloney, Local 4.